Okay, so I've got here a kind of reception desk shape that I've made up, basically just using the techniques you've seen. So I've drawn some lines, I've used some rectangles, I've used some push and pull, and I've used some offsets to make various shapes, but it doesn't look like much at the moment. So what I want to do is I want to add some materials and colors to it. So in my default tray over here, you can pin this in or pin this out depending on whether you click this little icon here. On this particular thing I can put various things in. So I want to add materials and I want to add colors. So if I basically go to my home button, you'll see I've got a load of colors that I've chosen. What I did earlier was I basically, when I was in my normal selection mode, here I've got the option of choosing various things. I can choose metals, I can choose stone, I can choose wood, I can choose colors and so on. And by choosing various things from them, they add them to my home button. So yours won't show anything until you've picked some, but I've already picked some, so I'm going to just apply them. So for instance, I've got a wood floor here. I'm going to choose my wood and I'm going to click on the surfaces that I want to reflect that wooden colouring. So you'll see that I have to choose each face that I want to put it on. So you can see already that looks much different. I'm going to choose for the bottom area, I'm going to put some purple paint on here. So the first one was a wood effect, this one's just a paint effect. I'm going to use a metal effect, so I've got brushed stainless steel. I'm going to use for the actual outsides and the top here and around this area. I'm going to make my top inside here a kind of lighter sort of purpley colour. So all I'm doing is just moving around using the mouse roll button, and I'm going to put a kind of transparent, translucent glass effect in here. Now that all looks pretty good. There's one thing I think that I can add to this which is going to make it look even more cool, and that's to put an image onto here. So I've downloaded myself an image. I've got the letters Google as a transparent PNG file, so I'm going to import that and stick it on there. So I'm going to go File, Import. I'm going to find where I put it, so I put my images, I think, in here. There's my Google image. I'm going to choose that one, and it's basically going to say where do I want to put it. So I click once and then I drag the size I want it. So I'm going to put it on this face here. If I want to move it, I can use my move tool. I can move that about a little bit, and when I'm happy with that, click off, and there we go. I've made myself a nice reception counter